thought the world would be so eager for my birth. I remember you, Booer, the god of wisdom, and standing beside you, the traveler.
Is he all-knowing and powerful now, like Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? No, I can't feel the same kind of divinity I felt from the Greater Lord. It seems that the sages didn't get the chance to infuse the divine knowledge capsules into him. But even still, he has undoubtedly become a true god now. So we're too late? The Balladeer has already become a god?
The Balladeer. A long bygone title. When my spirit ascended to divinity, I felt as if I had existed for the same number of epochs as heaven and earth. Looking back, the existence of what once called itself Kunikazushi appears infinitely small and ugly.
This imposing aura, it really feels like a god's. A body that capitalizes on the Balladeer's how much effort and resources from a purely technological perspective, it's a commendable achievement indeed. It's no exaggeration to say, this is the You sure are something! Dishing out compliments But I don't think he's reached the spiritual height of a god.
Strife is engraved upon every god and every gnosis brought forth into this world. Can you feel it? The exhilaration of such power, and the thrill of anticipation.
Naida wouldn't feel the same things as you!
Do you not realize that you are interrupting a conversation between gods?
The strife engraved upon a gnosis. You're talking about the Archon War. Tevat's current peace was not easily won. I didn't personally participate in the Archon War, but the way I see it, all those losses were meaningless, driven by the demands of the laws. There's no point in bringing it up.
Is that so? Yet this is a first. Encountering a god in this world who does. No wonder your own people have abandoned you, god of wisdom. Your judgment is as your existence, unsubstantial. This is where everything ends, Booer, the god of wisdom. You should know that wisdom cannot solve every problem. Like now. Come! Let us reenact a scene of the Archon War. Come and inaugurate my birth as a god. Churn!
We're way behind schedule.
Perish!
Come on, focus.
Insignificant pest! My endless cycle begins!
Did I miscalculate? Everybody stand back! Adventure time! Come on, focus!
Feeble human!
We're way behind schedule. You're toast!
Insignificant pest!
Access to...
To oblivion!
No time to lose.
Kneel!
We're way behind schedule. Next on the agenda.
Reality is pain! This is supposed to be a battle between gods, yet you choose to hide behind a mortal. And now, you're acting like you'd sacrifice yourself for a human. Are you having fun proving a false sense of heroism to yourself, Booer?
The data collection is almost complete. Do you even know how many times you've tried to take my gnosis from me? We just concluded the 168th loop. Did you know that in the effort to create you, the people of Sumeru were forced to live through the exact same number of Sub-Zerus festivals and Samsara cycles?
The power of dreams. When did you use it on me? You can't even defeat me in a dream. What do you hope to achieve with this little trick?
Come, Traveler. Just like before. Allow me to awaken the memories in your dreams.
All that battle experience!
It's more than that. Compile everyone's wisdom in the name of the Archon. That is the original function of the Akasha. I've sent everything that happened just now to the people of Sumeru in the form of knowledge. I've asked them to help you find a way to defeat the false god. Now, all of Sumeru's wisdom is at your disposal.
Meaningless tricks won't save you. Are you done with your tricks? Can I finally take this as a real battle between gods?
I'll leave this to you. The first sage of Boor.
I am the all-knowing God.
The Temple of Wisdom.
Burn to oblivion!
Let's wait for you.
Kneel!
Hey,
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Reality
next on the
is
agenda.
pain!
For Rex Lapis. Everyone hold hands.
Burn to oblivion!
No touching.
Kneel!
Grow. Ah!
Good riddance, cruel world.
Born of ice and frost.
Your new god, awaken!
Lapis. I am sorry.
Now, your eyes have been opened.
No time to lose.
Kneel! Tremble!
That's gonna hurt in the morning.
At the fried pan, it's
Reality is pain! Humans. Filthy humans. No! Wait! Please! Anything but the gnosis! That's mine! Don't even try! I'll never go back!
We haven't yet found the answer to the most important mystery. Irminsul is still waiting to be saved. With the power of another Gnosis, we may now finally understand the last memory of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. This is... That's right. This is the last memory of my predecessor.
This sure seems very different from what Paimon imagined. Shouldn't Irminsul be in this realm of consciousness?
Yes, that is our destination. But Forbidden knowledge? Your inference... Forbidden knowledge once polluted the den. But I'm afraid it is much...
So, if we're...
Yes. It's very... She didn't completely eradicate forbidden knowledge. The way that everyone, including me...
Aw, do you feel...
I'm just... sharing her pain. Did she fight to resist the forbidden... She even used her last remnant of lucid consciousness to leave a clue for us to... Yes. Her words were... But now, we have a chance to find the answer. We can cross the polluted consciousness until we found the right path to meet with her, and then... We'll let Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. Each of us need to be mindful of the state of our... Even with the Gnosis' protection, we must always keep a clear... Don't worry, it should be easy enough for you to keep that mind of yours...
Are we in the air? And why is there a huge boat?
That's the boat of consciousness, which symbolizes reason here. Its course is the direction our consciousness is traveling towards. If we lose control over our consciousness, we will fall in...
Wow, what are these? We changed direction. Are we still going the right way, Nahida?
Mm-hmm. Judging from the current route, the boat of conscience... We'll be arriving at our destination soon. How are you feeling?
Huh? But everything...
Hopefully there won't be any more interruptions.
Are you saying you've never met Greater Lord Rukkhadevata before?
No. It seems that my birth and her death took place at the same time. Otherwise, I think she would have given me a little more guidance.
Hey, you've done a great job, Nahida. Let's get out of this... So, is this the place you were talking about? The base of Irminsul?
Well, this is the place.
We're here to find Greater Lord, but the one standing over there is...
Is that... me? She looks Are you... Greater Lord Rukkhadevata?
Yes, that's me. Are you surprised by my appearance? Irminsul and the surrounding lands have been reproduced here as they were years ago. But we are manifestations of the same nature. And
We're...
because you are me, and I am you. You are me in the new samsara.
the new samsara?
As Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, I'm the avatar of Irminsul. And you are the purest branch snapped from Irminsul. Imagine it this way. Even if a tree dies, its branches will eventually take root and grow, continuing the tree's life in another. I'm merely the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. The real me has presumably died a long time ago. Judging from your appearance, I've probably been dead for 500 years. But you're finally here. My new self in the samsara.
If this is true, then am I going to be a great archon like you someday?
Though we share the same nature, our fates are bound to be different. All things have their own fate. When a branch grows into a mature tree, it won't...
That's why fate is the ultimate knowledge, isn't it?
That's a great insight. Yes, very. It's also precisely why you won't become like me. But perhaps you may become an even greater archon than I already see a determination in you that I didn't possess, along with the blessings from your past. Don't worry. The growth of wisdom is...
Come to think of it, the sages never had the faintest inkling of the meaning of...
Thank you. Nothing makes me happier than discovering that the archon I always admired was in fact myself in another fate. It's so nice to speak with you, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
The feeling is mutual. From the moment I snapped the branch off Irminsul and created you, I've also looked forward to talk.
Could you tell me why you wanted to create me? And what it...
Ah, I see. You're here seeking answers, right? Everything that day, even the sky itself, changed into a color. At that time, the seven were all summoned to the nation of Conria. Except for me. I had to protect Irminsul. The disaster occurred together with the pollution of forbidden knowledge. At that very moment, with my consciousness connected to Irminsul, I sensed something was wrong. The pain started to torment my mind. By the time I reached Irminsul, it was already displaying signs of corruption. Had I not repelled the pollution of forbidden knowledge with King Deshret...
So what exactly is forbidden?
It's a kind of knowledge that doesn't belong to this world. And a form of truth. It came from the very bottom of the abyss. Even the world is constantly rejecting it. If we allow forbidden knowledge to pollute Irminsul, I'm afraid the entirety of Tevat could fall apart.
So, there's knowledge that even the God of Wisdom can't...
At that time, I knew I couldn't repel the forbidden knowledge with my strength alone, which is why I created a device that compiled human wisdom and named it the Akasha.
It's truly the world's most amazing invention.
Thank you. For a long time, I thought dreams were the fruit of human wisdom. Though it was selfish to do so, I borrowed people's dreams using the Akasha. Then I
Well, did it work?
Thanks to the wisdom of the people of Sumeru, almost all the forbidden knowledge was cleared from Irminsul, but things didn't go as smoothly as I thought. And then, I remembered that my consciousness from the very beginning.
Oh no.
I've experienced that pain in your consciousness.
Yes, but my feelings weren't important. Even if I died, my existence and everything related to me would continue to exist in Irminsul as memories and knowledge, meaning that the forbidden knowledge couldn't end. There's no way for me to eliminate myself. It would be a sort of paradox, so I took the purest branch of Irminsul as my incarnation in the next samsara, all in hopes that you would come here and remove me and my...
Wait, no, I can't.
So you realize what that implies. You are very smart indeed. Irminsul has all the knowledge and memories of this world. And as you've removing me from Irminsul means, I essentially will never have existed in this world, but this is the only way to save Irminsul.
People love you so much, and they've missed you so much over the past 500 years. How can we just forget you like this? Is there really no other way? There must be something else I can do.
You're the god of wisdom, Boer. You should know that...
But this is so cruel.
No need to feel so sad, Boer. As someone who delights in wisdom, you should feel joy at finally finding these are the words in their entirety. Let the world completely forget me. We all nestle under the great tree of wisdom, peering out to perceive the world. From the earth and from the rain, we perceive its wonders, until we become a white bird to perch atop a branch, and finally snap off the most important leaf. Once upon a time, I alone dreamed in this world. In my dreams, everybody would also dream after they fell asleep. Wild and wonderful thoughts would emerge from their minds. Some tumbled to the ground, and others floated to the sky, connecting all things in the world into one dazzling net. Among a plethora of worlds were numerous smaller worlds, all of fate, finding within the tapestry their brilliant glow. I gradually understood that these indescribable and constantly changing things are the most profound things in the world. Only they can completely repel the madness. Only dreams can awaken consciousness from the deepest darkness. I'm the one who posed this question, yet also the one who sought a solution. Saving the world with the dreams of the people used to be my answer. And now, you've also found your own answer, and I shall return all the dreams to the people. Goodbye, people of Sumeru. May you be blessed tonight with the sweetest of dreams.
I'm alright. We've just saved the world, right? So I don't know where this feeling inside of me just now. We used the power of two gnosis to successfully connect with the Irminsul continent. We removed the remaining pollution from Irminsul.
Yeah, what's wrong? Weren't you there just now?
traveler.
I've been waiting here far too long. But finally I have the chance to be alone with you. All the precious time I wasted has finally paid off.
The doctor. What have you done?
Just a type of sound wave that can quickly put defenseless people into a dream. As I expected, it doesn't have any effect on God. This is the only thing of interest I found among the sage's research. I thought I'd take it for a little. Don't worry. I know you would never forgive me if I actually killed them. I'm here to negotiate with you. Naturally, I won't do anything dangerous that could potentially damage.
Negotiate with me? I heard you had already left Sumeru.
I left Sumeru, but I also stayed. Even the God of Wisdom is restricted by the habits of cognition.
You mean there are many different versions of you in this?
An astute guess. Even the same individual will have different cognitions at different ages. A long time ago, I made a major decision in hopes of preserving all my perspectives of how I observed the world. Observation is the first step of any experiment, but observing the current world doesn't satisfy me. So I saved segments of all my ages and made them into... That's all there is to it. Indulge me. How does the God of Wisdom find my method of seeking...
It's an insult to the very concept of life. Life inherently has many rules and restrictions, each with its own significance and reason to exist.
Good. Indeed, it's difficult for humans to make peace with themselves, not to mention oneself from a different
Since you're in the academia, why wait until now to show up? You could very well have stopped us and helped that fake god.
Simple. Let me ask you this. Would any staff member ever help the subject in the middle of an experiment? It was my experiment. So why should I interfere with the result?
The academia saw the plan to create a god as their ultimate goal. Yet you really are crazy. If the experiment succeeded, you would have had a new god on your hands. How would you have faced your own god then? Would you still take the same stance? Would you still hold the same view of yourself?
I'm first and foremost a scholar. These results should be left to the judgment of the hypothetical me confronted with that outcome. But you're right. And that's exactly why I'm disappointed with the conclusion of this
As an individual, you don't have any sense of belonging. You seem to have even fewer convictions than a typical scholar.
Oh no, I certainly have my own convictions. They just don't fit your standard. All right, that's enough conversation for today. The experiment is over, and it's time to tidy up the equipment and reclaim any useful material. For example, the Gnosis. Lesser Lord Kusanali, you're an intelligent Archon. I'm sure you understand the disparity in our combat abilities at this time. Besides, you have no way to use that Electro-Gnosis in battle.
Didn't you say you were here to negotiate with me? Somehow, it's starting to seem like you intend to take it by force now.
After all, I'm also a scholar. Naturally, I hope to show proper respect and dignity to the God of Wisdom.
Your hypocrisy is built on absolute confidence. I understand your scheme, but... What if I were to destroy the Gnosis now and awaken the heavenly principles?
Awaken the heavenly principle? Do you think that's really possible?
The heavenly principles have been silent for many years, but the Gnosis are symbols of their control over Tevat and all the law. Will the destruction of a Gnosis attract the attention of the heavenly principles? And if so, how do the Fatui plan to deal with the consequences? Do you dare to gamble such a possibility with me?
Gamble? How surprising. I thought you would show evidence or use rigorous reasoning to prove your point, but this is a clever move. You must have seen through me when I first captured your consciousness. As a scholar, I respect all possibilities. This has always been my principle and is indeed. I can't ignore this possibility. So tell me.
This foreign gnosis will only lead to disaster if it stays in Sumeru. But this electro-gnosis is the prize I obtained after defeating one of your... Now, as the one who initiated this cascade of events, shouldn't you pay the corresponding price?
Price? Interesting. What price?
How about erasing all your other segments?
So this is how you wish to restrict me, the most threatening opponent of the Nation of Wisdom. What you request of me is like plucking out the eyes I have placed in the dimension of time. Segments are extraordinarily difficult to make. They require extremely rare resources and enormous amounts of time and effort, requiring me to destroy them all here and now. Bravo. A suitably wise decision on your... Yes, how very interesting. Can I assume that you have long been wary? Among all the versions of me, this segment you see now is the most selfish. If it weren't me, your idea wouldn't have worked. What did you see when you were in...
Like you said, it's difficult to make peace with yourself being as smart as you are.
I see. If you think all those versions of me are worth a gnosis, then
You sure didn't hesitate much. Is the relationship between all the versions of you really that bad?
I don't think there's any need to dwell on that. The surplus versions of me can be exchanged for a gnosis. Do you think anyone can offer themselves at a higher price? Besides, with my abilities, it's only a matter of time until I find... But what I'd like to know is, how can you be sure that I've really erased them?
I can see your remaining honesty.
What a ridiculous decision! You can't be serious!
How could I have been so short-sighted?
You think this is the end? I'll have my revenge!
You'll make this moment count.
You will regret this!
Well, have you confirmed that it's complete?
Here, take it. The future of Sumeru City will be in my hands alone. I will shut down the Akasha and let curiosity and the thirst for knowledge drive the realm of academics. There won't be any further gaps for you to exploit.
It truly pains me that my academic achievements have never been another chess piece. And where is your dendrognosis?
Don't be greedy, Harbinger of Snezhnaya.
No, this is a different transaction. If you intend to turn off the Akasha anyway, then there's no further use for the Gnosis of Sum. Besides, isn't it the Archon's duty to deliver what's desired of the Seeker? Oh, judging from your expression, you don't seem to find the idea very agreeable. Then let's think of it this way. Since you're the God of Wisdom, how about I exchange some knowledge with...
People exchanging knowledge with the God of Wisdom is the stuff of legends. Yet here you wish to exchange knowledge for the God of Wisdom's property. Arrogant as that is, it has piqued my interest.
Let me ask you, have you in all your mighty knowledge ever heard the rumor that the skies of Tevat are fake?
Huh?
That's the secret hidden by Ermin's soul concerning the truth of this world. Once I finish telling you about this, it will be time for me to say, with negotiations, we've all gotten what we wanted. I'm very glad I got to meet you like...
Your arrogance may know no bounds, and convictions may mean nothing to you. But I'll still listen to what you have to say.
Are you awake? Kale says it's time for breakfast. Come on, get up! Good morning! How are you feeling today? Good to hear. It looks like we've recovered pretty well. Not even Tainari could stop us from going out now, right? Come on, Traveler, let's go!